I need to take a moment to mentally prepare myself for this particular review. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Funny story, I started to paint my nails blue last night, and then I fell asleep, so... one blue nail. Okay, I have so much to say, but we really need to start with the 30-second summary. Basically, if you haven't read Beautiful Creatures or Beautiful Darkness, you probably shouldn't be watching this review, just to start off. Like, I can't catch you up. I'm sorry, I can't catch you up. It's too much. Way too much. You missed way too much, so I suggest that you go and read the books. But I can summarize this book in way under 30 seconds. Ready? Okay. Lena and Ethan, together, in love. Darkness creeping around the bend. Seraphine! Seraphine's past? Turmoil, death, more darkness. I can't say I gave it my best shot, but I'm honestly just trying to get through this review without crying, so... it's all you're gonna get. Alright, pros and cons, starting with the cons. Nobody warned me. I mean, okay, Beautiful Creatures had its sorta sad moments, and Beautiful Darkness was more frustrating than sad. But I saw the possibilities of Beautiful Chaos being, you know, sorta sad. However, it completely eluded me for some reason that Beautiful Chaos may just make me absolutely miserable. I'm not exaggerating. You guys know my friend Rachel? You know her. You know her. If you need some sort of confirmation about how gosh dang miserable I was by the end of Beautiful Chaos, just ask her. Ask her what I said when I called her on the phone when I finished it. Ask her how hard I was bawling my eyes out. Just ask her. That's all you need to do. So there's my only con. It's not so much a writing con or a plot con. There's nothing wrong with the book. It's more of a warning. Keep a box of tissues at hand, especially if you're in love with a certain male main character who shall rename name. You know what I'm talking about, Ethan Waite. Okay, so many pros. Well, this book definitely took me by surprise. I will give the authors that. Margaret Stohl and Cami Garcia are a great duo. Wow, they astound me with every single book. I have not been disappointed once. Frustrated, yes. Disappointed, not once. The plot was fantastic. I was starting to worry. I thought, what else could be done? I'm pretty sure I can predict the end at this point. Nope, totally wrong. Totally wrong. They took me by surprise. Way to go. Way to go. So the plot was great. Absolutely incredible. Though it was about 10 times darker than the previous book, so there's another warning. I just gotta say though, my favorite thing about Beautiful Chaos was the characters and character development. All the characters in this book, even the ones I didn't like previously, shone. They just shone. Basically, every character was at their best. They were all well developed. I enjoyed reading about them. They all had a purpose for existing in the book. I mean, John Breed and Liz, hello, characters I hated previously. I was reading about them and I was cheering them on. Because in this book, everyone really comes together. You know, they unite against a darker force. And can I just say, authors, or wannabe authors, if you ever want to know how a proper love triangle should be done, please refer to this book series. Because in reality, if a girl or a boy is ultimately rejected, yeah, they're sad, but unless they're a crazy psychotic stalker, they're not going to stick on the person who rejected them and obsess over them and stay with them and argue with them and try to win their affection and take up the entire plot line. Realistically, if someone gets rejected, they eventually get over it. Yes, there are exceptions, like I said, creepers, but come on, let's think of this realistically. Liz was kind of rejected by Ethan. Ethan was kind of rejected by Lena sometimes. Or Lena, I don't know how you guys say her name, I say Lena. But what happened? Although Liz still really likes Ethan, she moves on. And then Ethan moves on. And then Lena moves on. And the plot continues smoothly. Oh my gosh, you mean it can be done? You mean a love triangle doesn't have to abstract everything about a book? Seriously, so well done. And on that note, John Breed and Liz's relationship was adorable. And I kinda love John Breed now, which is super weird to me because I despised him the entire second book. But I think that was sort of the point. So characters were good. Characters were awesome. They were all awesome in this book. This is a perfect example in my mind of how characters should develop and grow and become emotionally attached to things and become emotionally detached to things. No matter how unrealistic your book is, casters, spells, demons, whatever, in my opinion, characters and character development should always be realistic. You can argue with me all you want. I hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it when authors make a character do something or act a certain way just to move the storyline in a certain direction. Like, if no one in real life would really do that, a character wouldn't do that. I don't care what fictional world you live in. That's just me. Okay, done with that rant. Characters, plotline, writing, awesome as usual. Usually when we get to this point of a book series and I've read all of them, I have no problem with the writing style. That's usually something that doesn't change, so I liked it from the beginning and I still like it now. Can I just say how awesome Ethan Wade is? He's probably one of my favorite male characters in a YA series ever. Because like I said, he's realistic. He acts how a guy in love would act. Yeah, it's like he has his doubts, and he can be sad, and he can be emotional, but he's not an emotional wreck, and he's not a lovesick puppy, and he's not super detached, and then he's so sweet. I just... Which brings me to the point of this video that I just don't even know how to get through. If you don't want spoilers, like major spoilers, stop the video. Stop it right now. Click the little pause button. It's right there, right? The point in the book where I started to feel true, sincere misery was when Aunt Prue, moved along. I loved Aunt Prue so much. But the point in which I started bawling like a baby, and I'm totally admitting this on YouTube because I guess, at this point, dignity, what does that mean to me anymore? Oh my gosh. When Ethan goes to tell Lena that he is the one who is too, who needs to die, oh my gosh. I could not take it. I could not take it. I was sitting in this same spot, had my Kindle propped up, and I kid you not, I was sobbing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't even know how to talk about it right now. I was heartbroken when Ethan wrote on her wall, when he wrote, "I will always love you, Ethan." Anybody else and that would have been corny. Any other book series and that would have been corny. Any other author. But it's Ethan Wade, and this is the Caster Chronicles, and this is Cami Garcia and Margaret Stohl. Therefore, I wept. Like a newborn child. Exactly proud of it, but I'm just being truthful. And then it only got worse. And then he went to Emma, and then he went to the water tower, and then he jumped off the water tower, and then Emma was calling the Greats, and the Greats wouldn't help because it was his time, and then I was just like, oh my gosh, Ethan! Not Ethan! I'm not happy. I am not happy about waiting another year. Here's the worst part. I thought this was a trilogy, so I thought this was how it was going to end. And I was like, what is this? I don't know anything. Half the questions haven't even been answered. Wait, he's just gonna hump up. What is this? Imagine my relief when I found out it wasn't the last book. Oh my gosh. I felt like I was floating. So there's a piece of me that's just like, he didn't die. He's not dead. He's gonna live. There's gonna be a trampoline waiting for him at the bottom of that water tower, or like a foam pit, or a giant pot of, pasta, or I don't know where that came from, or something. There has to be something. He cannot die, and I will not be cool with him coming back in the next book as a ghost. Cause seriously, I've seen Ghost with Patrick Swayze. It's sad. I don't want to read about it with a character that I actually adore. Oh, and also, for once in the entire series, I really liked Lena. Like, I've always liked Lena. But I've had my issues with her. Like, I dare you. In fact, make a game out of this. Get out the 2 first books, go through it, and I want you to count how many times Lena Duchesne's says, "You wouldn't understand, I have to do this, you don't get it, I know this is going to happen, you don't understand, you don't understand." Lena, at this point, I think Ethan understands. And it's like, towards the end of the 3rd book, she finally gets it. Oh, you mean you've stuck with me this long and you're in love with me and no matter what I've done, you've still stuck with me? Oh, so you do understand. Can I get a slow clap? Good girl, Lena. It only took you like 3 books to figure it out. So yeah, all in all, so good, guys, so good. Easily the best book of the series. I loved every single character, even the bad ones. Even the bad ones were so well developed that you liked them. You liked them for being bad and evil and creepy. Like, you liked that. It was such a great book, but it was not satisfying because I want to know what happened to my baby. Ethan Wait is my baby. Guys, I need to comfort in you. Please, please, somebody please. Comfort me. Comfort me? And even if you're lying to me, just comfort me and tell me Ethan Wait is not dead. Because I will not be a happy camper if, you know, I'm so upset. So tell me I'm not alone. Tell me I'm not the only one who cried, because I feel like a wimp. So it'd be really nice to know I'm not the only wimp, you know? Misery enjoys company. I am so proud of myself for getting through this review without crying or tearing up. I'm just kidding. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. I honestly think I'm all cried out. And am I the only one who loved all the characters in this one? Like, literally loved. Liz, John Breed, Lena, even Ridley, though she was psycho, she was still... Ridley, no matter what Ridley does, she's awesome. It's kind of weird. Like, she could totally betray everyone, and I'm like, stupid Ridley, you're so cool. Dang it. We can wait another year. We can do it together. We can persevere. Until then, subscribe, comment, thumbs up if you're a light caster, thumbs down if you're a dark caster, or, you know, you're cool with Ethan flinging himself off a water tower, or if you're one of the greats who didn't help, or if you didn't come.